What is up, guys and girls? This is Glenn here once again with another rope rage video. Today I'm at home training on my balcony in my grandma slippers because Boris says you must stay at home.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
A friend of mine actually asked me to come out and train today, but
You should not be meeting friends. If your friends ask you to meet, you should say no.
so I didn't. Here I am. Enough of that. Didn't get on this video to make impressions of the British Prime Minister. Today's video is a pretty quick request. It's coming from Machiavelli17, I believe the name is. Apologies if I got that wrong. But the request is to look at the arc that the rope creates. How to keep a smooth, perfect arc as you're jumping. And what he means by this is when you're jumping, you want your rope to have a nice, smooth arc and not be all wonky and wobbly. And the funny thing is, if you do find yourself making a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, that could be down to you not having that good arc to jump through. Another thing is that it's very subtle. You might not notice it happening, and that leads to a whole lot of frustration when you can't track the source of your problem. It's an important question. It might seem like a simple concept, but it's important to know this, because if you build on a base level that's not proper, you're going to have issues later on in your training. So you want to have this base level down properly. It's a simple concept, but it's an important concept all the same. So the main thing to remember with this is that it's all dependent on your handles. A lot of the time we get too focused on what your hands are doing and neglecting what's actually happening with the handles. This is actually a topic that is in the handbook that I'm currently putting together. A lot of you know about this, some of you don't know that I'm putting a handbook together with all these little tips and tricks on how to maximize your training. But this concept is what I like to call handles over hands. So we need to be more conscious of what the handles are doing than what the hands are doing. If thinking about keeping your rhythm, timing your jump, and preventing the rope whipping you across the face was bad enough, I might just ruin your whole day with this. You also have to be conscious of what your handles are doing. As mentioned earlier, handle orientation is a combination of positioning and direction, where the handle is and where the handle points. The rule to remember is this: work to keep the handles pointed directly away from your body. So as long as your handles are pointed out at a 90-degree angle away from the body, regardless of how your hand is positioned, as long as your handles are pointed out, you're going to be all right. So a good thing to do to remember this is to imagine as you're jumping, you've got two friends stood either side of you, and you want to point the handle at your two friends. As long as you're doing that, your rope is going to stay on that straight plane. Problem starts when we start to get fatigued. When we get tired, you lose form, the hands go from here, then they start to sneak in a bit. When that happens is when you start to get a wonky arc. You don't have that straight, smooth arc, and that can be the start of a few problems. Whether your hand is on its side or it's on the opposite side, as long as your handles are pointing outwards, pretty much 90 degrees perpendicular away from the body, you're going to be all right. Let's say I've got my right hand on my right side. If I keep my form correct, no matter how fast or slow I go, that rope's not going to come into me. The moment I start to get fatigued and I lose form and my hand starts to creep inwards, the next place that's going is to catch me on the foot, and that's the start of a few problems. Also, when you've got your hand on the opposite side, same thing. As long as your hand was pointing outwards, that rope's not going to come in and hit me. The moment that I get fatigued and my hand starts to slip out of the 90-degree angle and come in towards me, Because let's face it, having your hands pointing outwards is not a super comfortable position. It's much more comfortable to just relax and have your hands here. This is the thing, this is why it's a test. This is why it's a discipline, to keep the hands out and to make sure you've got the form correct. Okay, so that's about it. Quite a simple concept, but very important. Regardless of what technique you're doing, as long as the handles are 90 away from the body, even if you come inwards, as long as you keep that handle away from the body, that rope shouldn't hit you if you've got your timing down. So it's a simple concept, but it gets applied to all your techniques, as complex as your techniques get. So remember it. The way I like to think of it, handles over hands. As I've said, there's going to be more about this in the training manual when it's complete and it's ready to share with you guys, so I'm looking forward to that. That's it. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to check out the video. Let me know if it was helpful. I want to get a few more of these quick fire little tip videos out. So feel free to let me know in the comments section if you've got any particular topics you want me to look at. I'll help out where I can. Getting these videos out does take a little bit of time, but I'm trying to get through all the requests as quickly as I can. And of course, if you haven't already, hit the button and the bell next to it. And until next time, all the best with your training and stay raging.
You must subscribe. If you don't, we have no video.
You must stay at home. It is making light of a situation that is quite serious, but I do think it's important to try and try and keep spirits lifted, even in those times. You've got to try and control the situation.
Subscribe to this video once again. Subscribe.
That's it. Thank you.
And subscribe for all the videos that we watch. If it's finished, we get more videos coming on.
Yep.
So subscribe to all of the videos that we watched. You must subscribe. Press the press button and then you will see all the different kind of buttons you want to press. You can press which one is your favorite one, then you can choose which one is your favorite one. You have to learn and you have to train so you can get big.
Yeah.
Subscribe!